There's quite a bit of talk these days about one percenters and loopholes and whether it's legal to use the tax laws to not pay taxes. And those discussions generally, in my opinion, the foundation of those discussions are based on jealousy. You've heard me talk in other videos about the equality police, the people who have to enforce their particular opinion of how you should run your life on you in order to gain equality. There's nothing that I know of in the physical universe that tries to reach in a state of equilibrium by, the only way you can do that is a tremendous amount of force of keeping the more active item or individual or characteristic suppressed, and by artificially raising up the item or article or gas or whatever it is that isn't making the effort to expand. That is specifically the area that I want to talk to you about, because unbeknownst to you probably, this issue went to the Supreme Court of the United States. And I have a couple things here that I want to read to you. The Supreme Court has declared that every citizen of the United States has a right, and listen to this, as well as an obligation to avoid taxes. That's the U.S. Supreme Court that said that. I'm going to read it again, and you should clip this and play this for yourself every day until you get it. The Supreme Court proclaimed that every citizen of the United States has the right as well as an obligation to avoid taxes. If you need a little bit more clarification, I just happen to have it for you. This came out of a court case that was decided in 1934. Before socialism had taken over the United States. You knew I wasn't going to last very long without getting on my soapbox a little bit. But this is what it said. The legal right of a taxpayer to decrease the amount of what otherwise would be his taxes, or altogether avoid them by means which the law permits, cannot be doubted. This is the Supreme Court of the United States in Gregory versus Helvering in 1934. My guess is the same people who are making these complaints about these companies with offshore accounts, or people that legally avoid paying sales tax on aircraft or vessels, which my firm does, or whenever you hear some real successful person telling you how much they're fighting with how to avoid taxes, the IRS taxes. Here's what you need to understand. The courts are really on your side. It's already been decided. Don't let the media, don't let the socialists, don't let your friends who want to come to your house and eat for free and not help you with the dishes change your mind. I've got another document that came out of that same course. This is a quote by Federal Appellate Judge Learned Hand, which is a very well-known and respected judge. And listen to what he says. Anyone may arrange his affairs so that his taxes shall be as low as possible. He is not bound to choose that pattern which best pays the Treasury, otherwise known as the state or federal government. There is not even a patriotic duty to increase one's taxes. There it said it's all. I mean, there's lots of crap running around in the news these days about these people owe more taxes, they should pay their fair share. Well, no, this was already decided, and I live by this. Over and over again, the courts have said that there is nothing sinister in so arranging affairs as to keep taxes as low as possible. Everyone does it, rich and poor alike, and all do right, for nobody owes any public duty to pay more than the law demands. Real simple. As long as you follow the law, it's tax avoidance. If you get your airplane tax advice on the tarmac, or you get your vessel tax in the marina, you're probably not following the law, and it's probably fraudulent, so don't listen to that kind of stuff. If you have a question about aviation tax or vessel tax, you can call me, which is 916-691-9192. Extension 108, and I'll get you the right answer if I don't know it off the top of my head. But I want you to understand that you have a legal right, and the law says you have an obligation. So it's a patriotic duty, the way that I read this, for you to legally avoid as much tax as the law allows.